Hello, wonderful people. Happy Tuesday and welcome to another live stream. I am so excited to be working with you guys today. I'm working on, I think this is prize number 6 of my Christmas 2021 giveaway. And this one, the winners requested Zatanna. So here she is, and she's ready for color. I'm so excited. Justin, hello. Welcome to the stream today. Quick little check if everything is working and running. Hold, please. Yes. Yay. And as soon as I go live, my cat wants to leave my room. So I need to go let Sherlock out. Apologies, everyone. He's meowing at me. I will be right back. You want to go? As soon as mommy goes live? Bye. All right. Sorry, everyone. How very lame of me. Okay, I'm back. Let's say hello to everybody. Devin, Benito, Sunny, Van Helsing, Yannick, Justin, Jason, Juan. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I love you all. And a huge shout out and thank you to everybody that has taken part in the Davinica Intertwined sale that just launched this afternoon. So excited about that. Jeff, big shout out to you. Thank you for all the books that you got on Davinica Shop. You're amazing. Hello, Benito. And to show you guys Davinica Intertwined. So, Davinica Intertwined is a new issue from the Davinica series. So, Davinica is a series that J.P. Roth writes and I draw. And this is just the copy that I happen to have currently. Yeah, you fancy, Jeff. Juan, type in Davinica on Moobot. I just updated it. So the 40% off sale coupon is listed there and the link. We have covers from Sun Kumanaki, myself, and Mike Chrome. So excited. So excited. It's the Grizzly. This will become a print. It will also be available on davinicashop.com. It's just not available during the comic book sale. So it'll be available later. This sale is happening until Sunday night. So you have a fair few days to get your 40% off. What the fan art. I can see you. Hello. Thank you so much for liking the Zatanna. And I'm going to show you guys the book. So this is one of the versions of my cover. It's the only copy I have. And our basic printing paper is going to be this nice thick stuff. It's fancy cardstock. And the interiors are a mixture of not only the issues 1 through 5, but it has some stuff from issue 6. Aw, thank you. It's the Grizzly. So what this is Davinica, the first 5 issues of Davinica in her timeline, in her story, the way that we intend for it to be read as in the proper timeline. Yeah, I hear you. So there is a 40% off coupon code, but I totally understand what the fan art. Do I need yours to show them off? Well, then I'm going to be flipping through them, Jeff, and get your corners all bent. Though, you know, I think it's pretty amazing. I have a Davinica Pearl Linen. So this one is called Pearl Linen. It has a sheen to it and a texture like a linen canvas, which we thought would work really well since the Davinica series, for the most part, is traditionally painted. So sometimes we'll print it on this pearlescent linen paper, and I have been pulling this one. I keep it in my drawer. It's not in a bag and board. I shuffle it around all the time, and I show it on live streams and have been doing so since like March of 2020. I've been flipping through this. I am not careful because it's my quote unquote beater book, and it's still in beautiful condition. Like, look, the corners, yes, they've got a little bit of foofing on them because I've been throwing this in and out of my drawer for 2 years. It's pretty incredible. Okay. Oh my God, your mom folds it backwards? Oh boy. So anyway, long story short, I'll show you guys the new pages. So these were ones I actually drew for Davinica issue 6. These are from Davinica issue 4, these ones right here, but they have been re-put together in a new way. And this is an image from the Davinica Kickstarter, and it's saying the Davinica Kickstarter stuff is going to be available on davinicashop.com soon. Not yet, but soon. So, 40% off for all of our amazing supporters and the people that help us continue creating Davinica. You guys are amazing. We are so grateful for you. Magu was sleepy. Yes, she was. Oh, and then there is holofoil paper. So this is what holofoil paper looks like. It's also referred to as chrome. Wow, it takes my one light and makes like 1 million of them. That's so cool. So anyway, it's basically silver paper, but then everything kind of looks rainbow-esque. So on the website, I've made a little filter to make it kind of look faux holofoil, but it's really the cover just printed on this kind of paper, so it gets this really cool look. So that's the stuff for you guys to be aware of. Yeah, you would, Jeff. I don't feel like becoming punished. Right? It looks so good on the holofoil with the fan art, I'm telling you. And I want to do a shout out to a few other people. So, let me do a quick shout out. I know Jeff is here. Just refreshing. Thank you to everybody who's visiting the site right now. You guys rock. I will, of course, talk about it a bit more throughout the live stream. But when Rob gets here, I need to make sure to give him a shout out. Jason Coates, just some of the names of Twitch regulars. So I want to make sure to thank everyone. And I'm going to go to Creator Dashboard in Twitch so that I can see everyone. Thank you, Jose Esteban. David Ray, hello. Yes, Justin, you get a shout out just because. Fair enough, what the fan art. The coupon is good until Sunday night. Philip, hello. Okay, so this is Zatanna. This one is for James Zeef, I believe is how I pronounce the last name. And time to tape her down. I really need to go to like Home Depot and buy some paint tape because the art tape is really expensive. And I use this stuff like crazy. All right, and then I will show you guys the other ones that I'm working on. So I will be handing over Morgana this weekend, and I'm going to start shipping out the rest of the pieces over this weekend. So for anybody who hasn't seen them already, here are the other pieces. What the fan art? Yes, Ebas is working on a cover. It's not going to be ready for a minute yet. I had a great day. Thank you, Jeff Martin. All right, Morticia, you know, she looks different depending on the lighting. Scarlet Witch, Oh, and my scanner is a giant asshole. Pardon my language, but I hate my scanner so much. One of my 2022 goals is to buy a new scanner because goddamn, it's terrible. All right, here's this one. And I bought this scanner knowing full well that its color scanning abilities were not that great. But at the time that I bought it, I was like, I'm a penciler, I don't give a shit. Well, over the last 10 years of being in comics, that has since changed. So, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I've done everything I can to try to fix this punchline and make it look like this on the computer. It's not going to happen. I've straight up given up. So this is what she looks like. Behold, nice color. It scanned terribly compared to this. It's no longer turquoise. Now it's blue, and I can't get it to go turquoise without ruining all the other colors. So, you know, now you see it and you never will again because I'm sending it off. Darcy, thank you. I know, hindsight is 2020, also a bitch. Lennon, thank you. Yay, thanks, David Ray. Jason McGo, hello and welcome. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name super terribly. Jeff, if you really feel like being an angel, I need between 2.5 and 3 centimeter tape. Actually, 3 centimeter would be better, but I can also march my own ass to Home Depot. I'll pay you back. Oh, yes, we have Van Helsing. J. Scott Campbell is God. That cover is amazing. Oh, Steve is here. Hello, Steve. All right. I may have drank slightly too much coffee this afternoon. Apologies in advance for my personality. All right, and then here is Zatanna as she currently is. So this is Zatanna for the prize number 1 winner. This is an 11 by 17. Look, there's birds. I can declare with some confidence that they do not look like chickens. If you tell me that they look like chickens, I will send you to the corner. No, I do not want blue painter's tape. Has to be white. Blue is going to throw off my color eye situation. To the corner with you, Justin. God damn it. Lauren, hello. Oh my God. You did place an order. What the fan art? Thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. All birds are chickens. I apologize for nothing. You know what? I like that. Apologize for nothing. It's as you should be. You're too much of a chicken to say that they look like chickens? Fair enough. All right, I'm still kind of unhappy with her hair flow. I think I'm going to add another piece of hair right here. So I'm going to work on that. But the rest of it is done, and all I can say is 2 words. Fishnet stockings. No comment. Aw, yay, we got you, we got you. Thank you so much, What the Fan Art. Your support means a ton. It makes it possible for me to keep working on Davinica, and for that, I heart you. All right, punchline is complete. Drops mic. Skyfire, no, what's her name? Stargirl is done. I need to sign all of these, so that's kind of my last to do. Scarlet Witch is complete. Morticia is complete. And and the other Morticia is not yet begun. And this one is going to really, like, I think the heavy lifting is going to have to be heavy lifted in the paint. That's sort of my plan for this one. So this is prize number 3. Prize number 2 is the Nezuko piece and the 2 Nezuko prints, which Nezuko is on only for sale this month. So that's my print of the month. And naturally, I can only go skyclad with these. Aw. You got your sun, dawn, and chrome? Ooh, okay, let me see. Juan, thank you for your order. I just saw it right here. You are so amazing. Thank you, and you got one of each. You're the best. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. No, thank you, it's the Grizzly. All right. Let's get to taping down Zatanna. I think my Zatanna, both of my Zatannas this time have really got the like sultry vibes. That's what I'm going for. Louise, thank you for the share. Jason Enos, welcome to Twitch. I apologize for overriding your Demon Slayer watching time, Steve. I feel somewhat guilty, but then not a ton. Heather Gibson, hello. Poppy Jason is on both channels at once. Welcome. Fair enough, Justin. I think you're allowed to want that. Wildstorm, hello. I used texture fill in Photoshop when I made Zatanna. Also the advantage I could do a bare legs version. Nice. What are the Zatannas for? Jason Enos, the Zatannas are prizes. So it's from my November giveaway thingy. And everybody that wins gets to choose a commission. And depending on which prize they won, that's the size that they get. And so I got 2 people, the person from prize number 1 and from prize number 6 both requested Zatanna. And the last time I drew a Zatanna was in I think it's 2012 when I first started in comics. So it's been a long time since I've drawn a Zatanna. Of course you would, Luis. I would think very hard at saying no. I don't want to draw that. I want to draw pretty outfits, man. Oh, it's the Grizzly. Thank you. You have a soft spot for Zatanna? That's awesome, Jason. Devin, thank you for your order. Hooray. Thank you, Devin. Really appreciate it. You are so awesome, so kind. I appreciate your support a ton. It's very possible what the fan art. SBY, hello and welcome. Ink's Guts, thank you for the follow on Twitch. All right. Now, I haven't really thoroughly planned what I'm going to do as far as the coloring of this one, like at all. You're going on the site to see what I want? Yay, thank you, Luis. It's davinicashop.com. I'll put the link over onto my Facebook page. So I'm just going to get it from here. Go. I don't know if it's gonna let me like pin this. What? Having some issues. Zane, hello. Alan, thank you. All right. So I've put the link over on Facebook. I'll put it there every so often. Turn which into a print, Daniel? Sorry, I didn't see your comment till just now. My Facebook is turning into a different language, which is moderately concerning. Oh, there we go. It's back. All right, perfect. It won't let me pin that to the top. I can't figure out how to do that, so oh well. All right. Thank you for the... Oh, okay. Hello, Sebastian. I will do my best to remember that. Lost thought. Thank you. Oh, no need to fix spelling errors or typos. I got you. I know what you mean. Okay. So, there's a few things that I do that are a little bit of like my ease myself in to the blacking. So that's when you take, you know, something that's supposed to be like a shiny black, or, you know, in this case, her hair and all of that. She has black hair, you know, a black, whatever that's called, tailcoat, black boots, all of these things are black. And so I add in like some Copic tones to it, and then, you know, add color on top of that. So I actually do need to do that here for Zatanna. And what I do is, I do kind of a plan with a regular graphite pencil, and then I'll ink that in. It just kind of helps me ease in, because I find, you know, that stark black and white choice of where to put the shading and the highlights very intimidating. So, yes, I plan it first with a pencil. Without grammar, there's chaos. True. Matthew, good evening. Oh, guys, before I forget, I want to do a quick little announcement, and that is on Thursday this week, I'm not going to be live. I'm postponing it to Friday. I have some appointments that I cannot miss on Thursday afternoon. And it is Vienna's birthday tomorrow. She's my daughter. She's turning 17. I hearts her. And I'm going to be taking her out Thursday afternoon as well. So I'm not going to make it for my Thursday live stream. I will live stream on Friday afternoon instead. Same time, just on Friday. Okay. So here we go. That is totally okay, Mr. E. You are wonderful, and you never need to apologize. Thank you, Joyanne. Joyanne, did you see your finished piece? Were you here when I showed it? Oh, Juan's gonna cover for Eric. Aw. So sweet. Thank you, Manuel. We're all gonna die. Not yet, just joined. Okay, Joyanne, I will show you your Zatanna. She is finished. Sammy, hello, welcome. All right, here is Zatanna, all done. Ooh, there's one thing I wanted to fix, actually. Noodling shall commence. I'm sure I will forget that and get mad on you Thursday when I can't find you. Aw, it's such kind hate though. It's kind anger. I'll take it, Steve. Did I say something else? Yes, this is Punchline. Did I say it was Zatanna or something else? Because I'm a failure. Yes. Okay. Sorry, everyone. It seems as though I said it was her Zatanna classic. All right. Now, this is Joyanne and Sammy's Punchline. And I am going to be packing her up this weekend to send to you. My scan of her is terrible. So, you know, when I post this online and stuff, I'll be sad. Maybe you guys can have a little tear on the inside as well because it does not look as good. But that is the case with all things traditional when you have a scanner from hell. Yay, I'm so glad you're happy, Joyanne. Yay, yay. All right. So, I will be in touch with your tracking soon. Do I send it to the same address as whatever was the order that you won this from? You guys are so amazing. I'm so glad that you're happy. Wow, Justin. Moobot's love is shining upon you this afternoon. All right, will do, Joyanne. James, hello. I'm so glad you made it to the stream today. Yes, so this is your piece, and I'm going to start mailing everything out this weekend. So I may not be done with your piece by this weekend because deadlines are beginning again for me, but at least everyone's commission pieces are drawn, inked, ready for paint. So I can paint them in and around my deadlines. Okay, and it's going to be shiny. Thinking like a satin collar. I'm so glad you made it too, James. The party? What party? So Zatanna's power color, in my opinion, is generally blue. You know, like when you see her in covers or you see her, you know, doing some of the many powers that she has, it has a blue hue to it. Think almost like an aqua blue. So I'm going to really make this a blue background. Try to give this magic stuff a glow to it, you know, that kind of thing. We're celebrating the Raider win that happened on Sunday. I'm glad you're happy about it, Juan. That's what matters. the Davinica release party. There we go. Okay, so now I have the lighting somewhat mapped out on her jacket, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same on her hair, and then we will get going with the painting. And I think I'm going to, because I'm not as familiar with this paper as I am with my Arches paper, and this is not Arches paper, I'm going to do the Copic shading, like filling in all the black at the end, or at least once I've done a lot of the background colors, which can always seep into the face and skin, and I don't want to accidentally make the Copic markers bleed onto her, because that would suck. Rihanna, hello! You just got your Nezuko print in the mail, Jeremy. Yay, thank you so much for your order. That is so awesome, Keeman. I think so, Juan. We're definitely going to have to go serenade in a non-creepy way the fire hydrant. Or at least take pictures with it. Unfortunately, it's yellow and not red, but other than that, it's a fire hydrant. Paolo, hi, welcome to the stream today. I do too, Jen. He'll take a red spray can. So maybe you guys can see a little bit of the texture on this paper. And I intentionally bought more textured paper for these sketches just because I like that texture for these, and I was thinking it would discipline me to not go over detailed on such small pieces, but it didn't discipline me at all. So I don't know if I'll use textured paper again, but for these, it does, like, there's a time and place for the cold press, and I thought this was a good time and place for it. You haven't any commissions with Zatanna. Oh, interesting. I always find I make people taller and more slender. Any ideas how to fix it? To make someone look shorter and a little bit wider, for starters, just, you know, whatever you've drawn, just make an outline around it a little bit further, and then you make the head bigger. And that'll make the person look shorter. What it probably is that you're, for starters, drawing people too thin, and then you just need to widen them out a little bit. And then if they're looking too tall, it's probably because the head is too small as compared to the rest of the body. As soon as you make the head a little bit bigger, they won't look that tall anymore. Do you have any major cons for hot pressed or more texture? Pros to hot press is you can do more fine detail on hot press paper. The con to it is it's watercolor paint is a little harder on hot press paper. I'd say between cold press and hot press is a little bit harder to work with as far as watercolor goes, but it is a watercolor paper. It's smoother, and as such, the water can kind of go all over the place as opposed to sitting in the texture of the paper. Think like, maple syrup on a waffle. That's basically what cold press paper is. And then you can go even further and get the rough, I think it's called. But anyway, and then as far as cold press, you're going to have a lot harder time doing detail on it because the paper texture makes it really difficult. But it's easier to paint on. Like, you're just going to find that the colors stick better on cold press. They pool more the way that you intended to, etc., etc. Have you ever colored an area completely the wrong color by accident? Yes, absolutely I have, John. What's my secret? I don't draw the outline. I'm telling you, it makes all the difference in the world. Don't draw fully around a lip. Leave it in either pencil, lighter color, and only actually ink with black ink on the center line. Because that one, of course, you want it to be visible, but then luscious and soft, get rid of as many lines as you possibly can or make them really light. At least that's my opinion. Always looking for a happy medium and compromise. Yes, absolutely. Though I have decided and have fully embraced hot pressed paper for interiors because I can control, and I have a harder time painting them with watercolor. But everything else that I use, Copic markers, colored pencil, the mixed media cornucopia that is my interior page work is far more benefited by hot press paper. D-Dog, hello! Describing paper as maple syrup on a waffle, the only thing more Canadian on the stream than this, sorry. Success! Yeah, also, I do miss feeling the Davinica bookmarks. I will be feeling on them soon, and as soon as the Davinica Kickstarter stuff and all the bookmarks make it to davinicashop.com, there will be much touching and feeling. All right, it is time to do another shout out to an amazing person. Walter Hill, thank you so much for your order. If you're here, thank you for supporting Davinica. Thank you for supporting our new product launch with the Intertwined series. I appreciate you a ton. It means a lot. I hope your stuff reaches you safely and soon. Grilled cheese sandwich, yes. You're welcome. I'm here for the quotes of the night. True, just because the bookmark can't say no. All right. Watercolor brush. We are getting our weapons of choice. Swatches. All right. So, Zatanna's blue. That is not a dumb question. When it comes to art supplies, I don't feel that there is any dumb question. So please don't anyone feel bad about asking me questions. I am a little bit of an art supply hoarder. I may, in fact, have a problem, but I'm here to answer questions. That's literally what I'm here for. So The difference between pencil scales. What does 4H do that HB can't? 4H is a much firmer lead, and as such, it transfers onto the paper as a much lighter tone of graphite. HB, which is kind of the lightest one I use currently, is softer lead, and so that means more graphite is going to get transferred onto the paper. So the higher the number with an H in front of it is for hardness. So 4H is a 4 hard, very hard. And then B, I don't know what B stands for actually, but I know anything that has a number and a B is for a smoother lead, and you'll get a darker transfer onto your papers. Yes, if art supply stores do run out of supplies, I'm definitely someone to look up. I'm very helpful at a convention though, and word has kind of gotten around. So every so often I'll have an artist come up and be like, "Hey, do you have this refill I can borrow? Do you have any lead?" I'm like, "I've got you." I'm the mommy. I bring all the extra supplies. Have you been a mentor to other artists outside of Twitch? You seem so natural in sharing your talent. No, I really haven't. I don't feel personally that I am mentor quality yet, but I do try to pay it forward because I do have my own mentors that I've learned a ton from. But thank you for saying that I seem natural. I've just been on live streaming for a minute, I suppose. I am the con pack mom. All right. So I'm thinking this is the blue that I used last time on Punchline, but I didn't use very much of it. I was really in a turquoise mood. So I'm just going to take a look and see if that is kind of the, if that's kind of the proper tone for Zatanna. You know, everybody's power has its own kind of undercolor, even though it's blue. You know, there's many shades of blue. Look, and there are more than that. I really could Van Helsing. It's my goal. Really, Rihanna? Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. Well, giant heads up, Rihanna. Next week, if I manage to finish the inks by Monday, which is my, fingers crossed, I'll do my best goal, but, my trajectory so far has been kind of shit this week. Many other things have happened. Glorious, wonderful things, like we just launched the Davinica Intertwined issue on davinicashop.com. So Joe and I have been working on that all day. However, next week, probably, maybe towards the end of next week, I'm going to be working on a Mojo cover for Eric. So I need to finish the drawing this week, maybe. And then next week, I'll be working on the digital colors. So I know that you're interested in digital coloring. That's happening next week. 3 of those blues look exactly the same. It's undertones, Justin. You need to look at the undertones. You just bought a large lead mechanical pencil. Yes. All right. Well, test out a few of them to see what you like. I used to be a hardcore 2B user, which is a soft lead, and you're going to get a lot of dark lines, and it's not necessarily always the easiest to erase. So I've switched to HB, but I think I'm going to start getting those mechanical, like lead holder type pencils. All the fancy comic artists use them, and I'm feeling a little left out, and like maybe I need to up my comic professional artist game. So I'm going to give them a shot. Oh, yay, Rihanna. I'm so excited. I'm going to be coloring Morgana for eBAS. I can't wait. I just need to draw it first. And you know, it's for Eric, and I'm not trying to do a shitty job, and I want to come up with some, you know, outfit designs that are piratey and worthy of a Mojo cover, and I'm scared shitless. Any tips on how to draw facial features in a symmetrical or semi-symmetrical manner? Yes, get yourself a grid ruler. Where is a grid ruler? Telling you, this has helped me a ton. It doesn't have to be this one, but you want lines going this way and this way. And so what I'll do on this one, for instance, I didn't do this with this particular piece, so chances are we're going to find some errors. James Zeef, don't watch this part, but I line up this line with the center line of the face. And even though this piece is not straight on, you do want to have the eyes in the same perspective line. So because her face is leaning back like this, I want to make sure that her mouth, I've kind of lined up the line that's going straight through her face. You want to make sure that both corners of her mouth are on the same line. We're going to zoom in, and I'm sure we're going to find some errors. All right. Look away, James. I may have made a mistake. We'll see. So make sure that the vertical line is as close as you can get it to the center of the face. It doesn't matter which way the head is going. Just try to do that. And then you want to make sure that all the vertical lines are attaching these things. So like here, I'm just putting the bottom of that blue line over her mouth, and it's pretty close. So the corner of her mouth is there, the corner of her mouth is there. It's basically on that line, right? Now, let's see the eyes. All right, so I did put the corner. Oh, now wait, see, because this one is covered by her nose, so we're gonna finish out the corner of her eye. This is behind her nose, right? But still, I really had a hard time with this face. I drew it so many times and I'm still not sure. But anyway. Okay, so you see, I definitely did get here. Let's get this straight. Yeah, so my eyes are actually a little lower on one side than on the other. Now, this, if I had pulled out the ruler and used it here, I would have caught that, you know? And thankfully, because of the way that her head is going, it's not necessarily too much of an issue, right? Every human face has issues. Like those pictures you see that, you know, they take the left side of someone's face and put it together, you know, flip it and make it both sides of the face, and then take the right side of someone's face and do the same thing. So where you take two right sides and make a full face with it, and you put those side by side, it does not look like the same person. They don't even look like brothers because our faces are not perfectly parallel. So long covering my ass later, this is a way that will help. Use a ruler like this. You especially need to do it if you're going to make a straight on looking face, you know, completely straight on. That's where the smallest little errors will really fuck with someone's eye. I have a little bit of a cheat here because the way that you don't see the corner of her eye, it makes it harder to draw, but easier to cover mistakes. Ass covered. But this will really help. There's lots of different grid rulers. You can just look it up. Look it up on Amazon. Jet Pens is another website that has a lot of products from Japan. So you can get it on there too. And you just want to have something with a grid. So I have a few different rulers with a grid on it because it's so important and so helpful. And I have gotten no art done. You're so sweet, James. Remember, ladies, your eyebrows are cousins, not twins. That's right. Proud sponsor, Snow. That ruler is the best. I got one, right? It's such a good ruler. It was gifted to me by Snow, who is on Twitch sometimes. He is awesome. All right, so what I was doing, John is telling me to start over. Man. Big Mike the GM, thank you so much for the follow. All right, so the Zatanna blue that I'm seeing, at least on the Zatanna piece that I have, which I think is from Museum Masterline Deluxe version. I think it's a statue, but they did some color in the background and it's got her blue power. And I actually think the color I was planning to do is incorrect. And her blue power is more this one right here, 481, with more water added into the lighter part. So I just need to add a bit more water where I want it to look like a glow. So 481 is going to be our color of choice today. If you are into any form of traditional coloring, aside from colored pencils, because you can literally see the lead right there, so you don't really need it. But for anything else, I highly recommend that you make yourself a swatch sheet, because it's so helpful to just be able to look right in front of you and see what color you need. I got a top loader, so this is just a little plastic sleeve, and I put them in here. Thank you, D-Dog. That is so good to hear. Dan will be very happy. You thought it would have been 509? Yeah, I was really leaning hard 509, Mr. E, but then I looked at a piece with Zatanna and it looks more like it's 481. But I can always add a little 509 after. And I love that you're using the color codes. It's very helpful for me too, because then I know what you're talking about. Kara, hello, love. How are you? I think I'm going to play it safe, my friends, and do my masking film. So this stuff I'm going to put anywhere that I feel it's important to protect. So I'm going to protect her face. Yeah, just any of these little outline areas, because some of these things are, some of these things are white, and then everything surrounding it is black. And that's really tricky, especially with watercolor that loves to kind of keep traveling. So I'm going to be careful, and this is Liquid Frisket. It's by Schminke, and this is the best one I've found so far. So I have a specific brush that I save for this. All right, so I'm going to just protect a few spots so that I can paint freely and not worry about it getting covered. Time to go buy a few hundred. I'm so sorry, Rihanna. Do you have a decent art store near you? Mark, hello. Happy Tuesday. So I've been trying to like not be wasteful with this stuff. And now I'm kind of realizing that this stuff does start to dry out and get a little clumpy in your jar. So, you know, really trying to squeeze every last drop and only use it on the edges where is needed is not really helping anything. It's making your job harder as an artist, and also this stuff dries out after a while, so you might as well use it. So, little tidbit from Dawn. Don't be too stingy with your frisket. Is it going to be Goldfish Central? Goldfish Central. I'm not sure I know what you're referring to, Philip. Because Vienna likes the goldfish. If you have that good a memory, Philip, I'm just going to like fall over in my chair. Ryan Howell, hello and welcome to the stream. We have a few. Ooh, that is so awesome, Rihanna. I love that. And I'm glad you have a few art stores in the area. I feel so fortunate that I have an art store that I can get to here. Dan doesn't feel too fortunate about my access to the art store. Because I'll go in there with like a list of one thing that I need and leave with like so many more needs than I started with. Thank you, Ryan. My need list grows as I'm at the art store. I'm like, ooh, that's so fun. I'm doing great. How are you? Okay. I don't know if I need to protect her face. I'm inclined to think that I don't, actually. No way, Jeff. That is insane. Thank you so much for looking. I hope you didn't go to any more stores than you were already going to go to. Please don't do any of that on my account. Thank you so much for checking. Okay, I'm in the process of creating my own OC fighters, models, and superheroes. That is so awesome, Ryan. 7, hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm putting a quick little BRB here. I need to go wash this out. Very intense about preserving this brush. Ghostface, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. All right, I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I think I managed to get all of it. It's good enough. All right. Put away my schminke stuff. Really? That's amazing, 7. I guess I'm back. I don't have to have that there anymore. All right. So I just need this to dry. I have a few little wet spots where I added quite a bit of this stuff. So quick blow dry. Cover your ears if the sound bothers you. Sorry. Almost done. Thank you, Ryan. What's yes, no? All right. Color time. Whoop, whoop. I will use this. Okay, and I said I was doing 481. Oh, it's that color right there. All right, so 481, and then I will use some 509, which is a more bright blue, if I feel it's needed. This is the fun part. So I want it lighter near the white power stuff. And then I'm going to add more dark blue or more of the saturated blue as it gets further away. And that should give the impression of a glow without there actually being one. Oh, Jeff needs to know if I want blue tape. Absolutely not. No blue tape. Thank you, though. Welcome back, Juan. No, I have to use white tape or it's going to throw off my my color perception. I do know that some artists use blue tape, and mad props to them. I think it would really confuse me. Hello. I'm very confused, Jeff. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Lisa's, thank you so much for the follow. Yay, thank you, James. Hello. So I'm going to let the dots kind of bleed into surrounding her glow, or this little magic thing that's going on, and those little trails will hopefully help it look like the stuff closest to her magic is glowing. Theoretically that should work. It's kind of what I did with Scarlet Witch too, and it did work there, so here's to hoping. Have I seen any of my books graded by CGC? Yes, I have. We just saw a print you did of Lady Lucky, which looks like the same effect, but with green. Oh, yay! All right, and down here, I may go for a slightly more dark and desaturated blue. So I'm gonna get this, number 492. Oh, no need, Jeff. I'm going to be going there at some point. I have a few other things that I need, so don't worry about it. Thank you so much, though. Any of the CGC staff there to witness? No, I don't do signing like CGC stuff from here. Okay, 492. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit more of a darker, muted blue. Hello, Jay Taylor. So I'm probably not keeping up with comments as much. I need to work on all of this while it's all still wet. So I apologize if I'm missing any of your questions or comments. I will try to catch up in a few minutes. So it looks really, really bright blue right now, but generally, even though it didn't happen with Punchline, the watercolor paint dries a little paler, so it kind of goes desaturated as it dries. Every so often a paint will surprise me and it doesn't do that, but I'd say 9 times out of 10 it'll dry paler. Oh, that's so awesome, Jay Taylor. Yay. All right, I think I want to go one tone darker still to my favorite dark blue, which is this one right here. Tom, hello, welcome to the stream. Perhaps too dark. Something kind of like that. Okay. So I'm going to give this a quick little blow dry and we'll see what the colors look like. It's always a little bit of a surprise when you let it dry because you don't really know how much it's going to desaturate or what's going to happen. So here we go. TH and Punker, thank you so much for your kind words, and Punker, thank you for the follow. No, it's not. I've gone through 2, Tom, I think. All right, it has gone paler, but I'm happy with this for now. Because now I'll start working on, I'm going to paint her face and then start working on her hair. And once I bring in all those dark tones, I should have a better indication on how or if I need to change the background and make it darker. But I did make the error with Punchline of coloring, adding a little too much tone into the background that I had to kind of bring Punchline back to the foreground by repainting behind her because there were too many dark tones behind her. So I made that mistake once. I shouldn't make that mistake again. So, of course, this one has been fixed because I added turquoise in the last live stream to lighten up behind her. But when you've got a character with a bunch of black outfit and stuff, black outfit, black hair, it's really easy to make the background too dark if the character isn't colored in yet. So I'm going to try to kind of do a little bit of both and not finish the background and then paint the character like I did with Punchline. No, I'm not using the blow dryer at full power or full heat. I have a cool setting so I can use that and then it's not going to burn the paper. Because Juan got so hurt on Thanksgiving. It broke my heart. Okay, so I have all my blue paint rinsing in one little tub, and then I have clear water in the other one so that I can move on to skin without ending up with green. Because we don't need green. True story, what the fan art. Okay, these are my skin tones. So I do first pass with watercolor, and then I will go in with Copic marker and do all the shading and, you know, shadowing and all of that stuff. Hal, hello, welcome to the stream. Are you still in the corner? Did I forget to let you out? Oops. Still a little bit too dark and too pink. All right, I will rejoin the chat soon. First, skin. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of pink. And while the paint is still quite wet, I'm adding pink into her skin right there. And then I'm just taking some of the regular skin tone and I'm blending it in. Hanusol, hello, welcome. Okay, quick dry. Oh, thank you, James. Says, don't forget her wrist. I totally had. Typical. All right, wrist fixed. All right, pass number 1. Quick blow dry. Pushing the paper back down because it warps. Yeah, Mystery always sees them too. All right, now I'm gonna get my Copic skin tones. Gotta reach them over here. All right, so now I'm gonna add in Copic skin tones and we're gonna make her face the right color. Yeah, watercolor will warp it, and especially if you're just doing one spot in the center of dry paper, it really gives itself a hump. So that's why I blow dry and press. Who knows if it even helps, but it makes me feel better. Okay, YR40s, E41, E42. I don't know if I'm going to use E43, but it's a good shadow tone. No, she's going to have a nice tan to her. Okay, I think I'm gonna try doing a little speed time-lapse film. But first, I need to do a shout out to Angel Roman. If you are on the live stream, thank you so much for supporting the Davinica shop sale that we're having right now. He got one of the Sun K covers, or she. They got one of the Sun K covers. So grateful. Thank you so much. And just a reminder to everybody, it's 40% off davinicashop.com for all comic books, not just the new launch. And the sale runs until Sunday night. So keep an eye on that. All right. So now I'm going to be in camera mode. I will try to keep up with any shout outs via my computer. All right, so I'm just gonna get this set up here. know. I'm so excited to have a Sun K cover. Can't tell you guys how much it means. What rewind? Sorry, this is giving me a little bit of trouble. Rewind. I'm not sure, Philip. I'm not very up on it. I'll have to check. If this is going to cast a shadow, though, I'll get rid of it. Is it casting a shadow? Kind of. Sorry, guys. 1 second. All right. Okay. It's casting a shadow, so I won't do that. True story. The less I know, the less beans I can spill. It's probably Dan's idea to keep me in the dark. All right, here goes. Time to do the Copic colors. So I start with YR and 4 zeros. It's kind of my base color. I take this all the way through everything. He sure does. Thank you, Mr. E. So the reason why I do watercolor first, even though I go over it with Copic tones, is it does the first fill of the piece. So like, even though it looks like the Copic marker is doing a perfect fill all through the face or skin or whatever it is that I happen to be working on, it's not perfect. It doesn't necessarily get into every little piece and fiber of the paper, but the watercolor handles that first and of course does it far more quickly. So that's why I use watercolor first, and then I just do a lot of the shadowing and shading with Copic marker. Cantonese Comic Kid, hello and welcome to the stream today. All right, now I'm using E41. We're going to start getting a few more shadows going on. So I've got the light source coming at her face from the left-hand side, and so this side of her face is going to be in a lot more shadow. So, you know, I'm going to put shadows under her nose. We're kind of pretending that this is kinda, sorta the light source, but of course there's more light sources coming all over the place. Richie K, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm using YR40s again to blend it all out. I'm kind of going along all the E41 edges. And sometimes I'll go in like the opposite direction of whatever my previous marker color was, because then that somehow spreads it and smooths it so you don't see those marker streak lines, which I personally don't care for. Oh, that's awesome. E00 is a good one. That's True Mystery. Okay, now I'm going to switch to E42. So this is for really getting some shadow detail in, but I'll still be blending this out with E41. So I put down a shadow tone and then I blend it out with the previous color I was using, like the next lightest tone. I have, Philip. It actually came about from a discussion between Dan and I of like any art improvements I might need. Very sweet. Dangerous question to ask the Dawn, but he did. So I told him my scanner is making me very unhappy, so we're going to start looking into one. What size is my Copic color chart page? I printed it. What it is, Mark, is it's a digital download. So you can kind of print it on whatever size paper you would like. So I personally printed it at 8.5 by 11, and then I just have it in an 8.5 by 11 top loader. I just figured that would be easier to travel with. True story though. My first printout of it, I was like, well, I'm going to print it out at 11 by 17. That's the paper I use the most. And then I was like, God damn it, that is way too big to travel with. And, you know, if you're trying to draw, the last thing you want is another giant piece of 11 by 17 paper on your desk. Yeah, giant, no thank you. So learn from my mistake and don't print it on 11 by 17. I did, however, Mark, you do not have to do this, but I did get a little bit extra fancy and I printed it on the paper that I used to use all the time, my Cougar Super Smooth stuff. Oh, don't any benefactors send me a scanner, please. I need to research it. I need to get one that is specifically for what I want it for. Please don't buy me a scanner. That is one time, definitely no. Like, I'm not even trying to be nice here. I'm begging you, please don't buy me a scanner. I really need to research that myself. I'm probably going to like talk to artists at cons, other people that do paintings. I don't know. It's going to take a lot of thought. Definitely do not buy me a scanner. It's really handy. When I'm working on these boards, they do flatten out after I'm done with the painting, but while I'm working on them, there's been water on the board and it kind of warps it just a little bit, and then it spins really nicely. So I can just whoo. Yes, Cheez-Its, things that are a little bit more in a affordable tier. Lanny Ho, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. This is so exciting. Welcome to the stream. I want to go check out your channel. Make sure that I'm following you, and if not, I will fix that right now. Ooh, cool art. Giving you a follow. Lanny Ho, please tell us something about your work, what you enjoy working on, what's your projects that you were working on this last stream, and then also your social media accounts. Please post all the things. I'm a printmaker that mostly does woodcuts and lino cuts. So cool. All right, I'm gonna check out what you just finished. Oh, that's so awesome. I love it. That is really, really difficult to do. It has to be. For starters, you're thinking backwards, and all the shading, like, to me, this kind of art is like some of the hardest stuff to do. It doesn't compute with my brain, and I have mad respect for artists that can do this. So cool, Lanny Ho, and thank you so much for the raid. All right, I just need to blend this spot really quickly, and then I will introduce myself. Welcome everybody who joined with Lanny Ho. Thank you so much for attending the raid. That's very cool of you. My name is Dawn McTagg. I work in comics. I primarily work on a series that I co-create with my friend JP Roth, who is an amazing author. And perfect timing. We just launched our new Davinica intertwined issue. So this is part of the series, the Gothic series or Gothic universe that JP Roth and I are working on, about goddesses from all different pantheons of mythology, and their tales are woven together through our lead character Davinica. We are currently on issue 5, and so what we're doing is a intertwined book that is issues 1 through 5 that were all essentially one-shots, and this time they're all brought together, key elements of the story put in here. It's like the perfect place to start if you're getting into Davinica, and then if you're interested in hearing about Davinica in the proper timeline of how it should be read, this is also the book to get for that. We have covers from Sun Kumanaki, Mike Chrome, and myself. Interiors are by me. And it even has a couple sneak peek pages from issue 6 that I'm currently working on. So anyway, take a look at it. We have a 40% off sale going on until Sunday. So if you want to get in on Davinica, now is the perfect time for so many reasons. Oh no! Yikes! STN, is it Stone Cold Snake? I am so sorry to hear you're so ill. Weep. That is so rough. Please take care of yourself. Get as much rest as you possibly can, and I'm wishing you a speedy, quick, easy recovery. They are not. To the corner, what the fan art. And thank you to all the visitors that are there right now. There's quite a few of you. Thank you so much for visiting the Davinica shop and taking a look around. You guys are the best. We got another raid. Art by Galen. Hello and welcome to the stream. I'm going to go take a look at your page, make sure I'm following you. And if not, I will fix that. How are you doing? Welcome, everyone. And please feel free to post your links, Art by Galen. Looks like you were working on a blank yesterday. And today I'm trying to see inking sketch cover. So cool. So you do sketch covers. You work in comics, I assume? Welcome to the stream. And thank you everyone who joined with Art by Galen. I really appreciate it. Please feel free to post all of your links. Fluffy Queen of Unicorns, hello. Dr. Ram, Midget Hedgehog, thank you so much for the follows. Is it a silent stream? Whoops. I have my own indie series I do by myself called Baku Dreamwalkers. Wow, oh my god, Art by Galen, that is so intense. I can't even imagine working on an entire comic series solo. That is mad respect. Yeah, there's some truth to that one, Tom. It's probably more than 2%. You saw Fabulous J Fox. Oh, I'm assuming you're referring to the Punchline Commission. I finished it. Hip hip hooray! So here is the Punchline Commission, also done with watercolor/mixed media. And this commission is ready to go to its new owners. Yay, yay. Oh, thank you. It was a fun one to work on. Coloring is fun, I'm not gonna lie. I actually entered comics as a penciler/inker. And then sort of morphed into painter for funsies. Thank you, Fabulous Fox. That is so kind of you and good memory. So yeah, that one is one of my Christmas giveaways, which I host every November. I host a giveaway. Truth be told, because commissions are my free time project, and as a mom of 3 that has lots of cover deadlines and interior work to do, free time is not really something I have. So I'm always really behind on commissions, and the thing that I get asked the most is, when are you doing commissions? Are you taking commissions? And it seems like people want commissions. So at Christmas time, I host a giveaway of commissions. Of course. I'm so glad that you shared your Insta. I will go give you a follow right now. Do that on Instagram. Watercolor stays quiet in beginner corner. Fluffy Queen of Unicorns, don't worry about it. Watercolor is a whole thing. I am constantly screwing up, constantly scared and feeling intimidated. But the nice thing about watercolor is that it kind of almost forces you to not be perfect. Which is why I kind of feel that I'm not particularly well suited to watercolor, because I'm such a control freak. But if it's not perfect, that sometimes looks more professional than if it was too perfect. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what's so great about watercolor. So don't worry about it. Yes, Art by Galen. Here we go. Art by. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Or is it Galen? All right, I gave you a follow. And Lanny Ho. Are you on Instagram, Lanny Ho? Lanyho. Lenny Ho. Wow, yep, woodcuts and ceramic. There we go. Found ya. Galen, like Gaelic, basically. Oh, and Fluffy Queen. Absolutely. I was just about to tell you something and now I can't remember what it was. Yes. My little cheat sheet for using watercolor is I do the base tone of skin because I'm really particular about skin. Everybody has their little itch to scratch, and mine is I can't stand it when watercolor does blotchy, weird drying patterns and stuff. That about watercolor drives me insane. On skin. Everywhere else, I love it. So I do like 1 or 2 passes of watercolor on skin, and then I switch to Copic markers. And the Copic markers work really well with watercolor, and you have a little bit more control. Just a little juicy tidbit. What type of watercolors am I using? I use mostly Schmincke is the brand that I purchased. My reasons for it is that my art store that's near me carries that brand in the small pans, so I can replace them one at a time as I run out. Then as far as their color payoff, they're just really good, but they're extremely expensive. I also use some shades that I have are from Daniel Smith. So this is my palette. This is the palette that I have. I did a kind of build your own palette because I had specific colors that I needed. It is cheaper to buy a pre-made watercolor palette from Schmincke or any brand. If you kind of build your own, you're gonna spend a lot more, but I needed it specifically with these specific colors. I know, I was calling it Schminky for a really long time, and I was so excited that I could say Schminky all the time, and then I found out it's pronounced Schminke, and I was a little bit bummed, I'm not gonna lie. You're using Schminke as well? Fancy, fancy, yeah. So I use Schminke, Caran d'Ache Luminance colored pencils, and Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelles. Same brand, but these are water soluble and these ones are not. And they help fix issues, right? Oh, you live in Germany. Oh man, I'm a little bit jealous right now. They're quite a bit more expensive here in Canada than the regulars. What was the pencil brand? Caran d'Ache, C-A-R-A-N. Here, I'll just show you this. Nope. Nope. Doesn't even show it. Yes, here we go. Can you see that? C-A-R-A-N-D'-A-C-H-E. And these are the Luminance ones. Luminance 6901 is the line name. And then the other ones that I use are Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelles. Same brand, water soluble, wax based. Oh yeah, they are amazing. At least here where I live, they're about $8 a pencil. So you gotta stop and think. Brandy, hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. How are you doing? I have 3 cookies left that I'm saving in my fridge. Yeah, and you know what, Fluffy Queen? I learned something very interesting with Luminance. And I still need to test it with a higher alcohol concentrate, like a higher percentage of alcohol, because I only had 70% rubbing alcohol. Isopropyl, I think is what it's called. But I need to try it with 90%, which I just got. But if you use watercolor, these wax-based colored pencils, you can almost break down the wax with isopropyl alcohol and turn these kind of into a paint. So the thing that I don't care for sometimes when I want to add some colored pencil is that it looks really bumpy and too much texture on the facial features or whatever. So I just take some rubbing alcohol and use this blender brush, and it kind of smooshes it around. I need to keep testing it. Things have been rough. Oh, you ate all the extra oatmeal raisin cookies? As you should. They were so delicious. I'm so sorry to hear that things have been rough, love. Weep. The cookies were just so delicious. I don't expect a response from you at all, Brandy, but I just want to make sure you got my thank you email. I've tried the solvent, not use, rather solvents for oil paintings. Oh, it does? See, I didn't know that, Fluffy Queen. That's very interesting. You do not need to reply to me. Not at all. I just want to make sure you got it. I don't expect a response. You have enough to do in your life and never enough time off. Please don't respond to me. I just want you to know that I am so grateful, and make sure that you got a little bit of the gratitude. I'm so glad you're happy, James. Yay! Please take care. Have a fantastic evening, and I will probably continue working on her on Friday. I'm not going live on Tuesday because it's my daughter's birthday is when we're celebrating it. I'm taking her out. Happy times. I will be live on Friday afternoon, hopefully to wrap this one up. Oh yes, definitely go get some food, Art by Galen. Oh, interesting, Fluffy Queen. I have heard of that one. I saw one, I think she's a British art supplies and art tutorial YouTuber, and she was showing all the different blending things that you can use with colored pencil. And I didn't know that, I don't know, just from her review, she didn't seem to be too impressed with the orange zest one, but she did clarify that she hates that smell, which I wouldn't mind. But yeah, I haven't tried that one. Still trying to fix out her cheek area. Just want it to look a little bit, I don't know. That's probably good enough. No, what the fan art? I'm just delaying Thursday's regular live stream to Friday afternoon. So it's literally just, I'm going to be live on Friday instead of Thursday this week. That's it. Oh, Fluffy Queen, thank you so much for the follow. All right, and to not cause anyone any distress, I will do the other tiny little bit of skin showing since I keep forgetting it. Yes, I am a figment of your imagination. Or you're a figment of mine. We'll have to see. What's for dinner tonight? Dinner tonight is ground beef and mac and cheese. It's just what the kids seem to like. We were doing meatballs and mac and cheese for a long time, but that actually was me and our daughter Vienna being a little bit complainy pants. We didn't like it, so. Totally hear you, Fluffy Queen. All right. I want to give her some, pretty fun eyeshadow. I guess you guys know that I was probably going to do that anyway since I love the eyeshadow. Oh, that's funny, Mr. E. Good night, What the Fan Art. Thank you again so much for your order and for supporting Davinica. You are amazing. So appreciate it. Love you. Have a good night. See you on Friday if you can make it. For real, Juan? Yay! Do I do Space Marines? I don't think so. Yeah, Smokey Eye time. I'm excited. We like the Smokey Eye around here. And one thing I'm going to do real quick first is I'm going to put the coloring in her eye because it kind of tweaks my brain when her eyes are like completely white like that. So I've started making the whites of the eyes far darker than they would naturally. It's just my new little trick that I've found. Let's put it this way. I've had a few wins with it. Whether my winning streak is going to continue with this method or not, we'll see. But if I go really dark on the whites of the eyes, and then I do the white jelly roll or acrylic shines in the eyes, somehow it makes the eyes pop way more than regular coloring that I usually do. So I'm kind of into it right now. So like big shadows from her lashes, darker overall color tone. But my goodness, it looks so fun once it all comes together. Sparkly eyes, that's right. Who's my favorite DC character? That's a tough one. I mean, I'm definitely far more of like a Justice League kind of person, I would say. But then, I love Harley. The Joker's awesome. I really like almost all DC characters. Superman is your favorite? He's all right. If I had to choose between Superman or Batman, it would be Batman every day of the week. Superman's just a little too goody two shoes, # boring. All right. Zatanna has blue eyes, right? I do prefer the darkness. Give me dark and broody all the time. Ooh, Matthew Fields. I missed this. If you are here on the live stream, thank you so much for your order on davinicashop.com. Yay! I'm going to check and see what you got. Ooh, yay! Got the Davinica chrome cover, and then the Davinica intertwined holofoil, the one that I did. My psychedelic Dawn Nonsense colors. There's not that many of those left because we printed half of the stock we took with us to Emerald City Comic Con for like an early release at the show. So we only had half of the remaining stock. allotment, right? And it was like, what is it? A limited, I don't know what it is, a limited 50 book or something like that. Anyway, that book is going fast. Thank you so much for getting it. You guys are winners. When I was dating, my go-to question on the first date was Batman or Superman. And which one was the right question, the right answer for you, Roger? Yeah, you know, you have a point, Jin, for sure. Um, Mr. E, I honestly haven't talked with Dan about it in any kind of detail. Um, but I think he said on the Top Fans thing that he's gonna do, he might like do one set as a set and then the other one's broken up. The consensus from most people, though, was keep them together as a set. Roger says, my wife said Batman. Okay, so that was the correct answer, huh? That's so awesome. I'm trying to... Your wrong answer is Batman. I'm just trying to decide what color. I might be bold and try cool gray. I always go purple tones, but I think for Zatanna and just for the overall magician vibe, I think that they would go more silver. Yeah, like silvery smoky, you know? So it kind of goes into the silvers and charcoals, which honestly, it will be a cold day in hell before I put those colors of makeup on myself. But it might look good on her. Absolutely it is. Shazara? Yes, I've done marker, watercolor, marker, watercolor. The only thing is just make sure if you're going to add Copic marker in, I mean not Copic marker, colored pencil into the mix, know which one you plan to use, because markers and colored pencil won't work with wax-based. Markers and watercolor won't have any effect on a wax-based color, but they will on a water-soluble colored pencil. So just bear that in mind. But a lot of times what I'll do is I'll use a water-soluble colored pencil. This one's also by Caran d'Ache. It's just a different type of water-soluble colored pencil. And I'll color the blush with one of these colored pencils and then blend it out and blend it into the skin with Copic marker. You just can kind of mix and match. Yeah, I started using watercolor and Copic marker together out of necessity, and it's glorious. I love it. And when I say Copic marker, that's just the brand that I have. I'm pretty much referring to all alcohol-based markers. Yay! I'm glad you found something new that's helpful. I love it. I couldn't do what I do without being able to mix watercolor and alcohol-based markers together. It's the best. Okay, I need to check what color Zatanna's eyes are. I apologize for not knowing that off the top of my head. My comic artist cred just shrunk a little bit. What, Juan? You're looking for a good mixed media paper. Well, how much are you willing to spend, my friend? I have the best recommendation for you, but it's not necessarily the cheapest. You think they're blue? Thank you so much, Lauren. That's super handy. Are they blue? Is everybody... Okay, well, I need to check. I need to be sure. All right. Not that I don't trust any of you. I'm sure you're right. Oh, wait. I do have a picture of a statue. When in doubt, check a statue. Yeah, those look blue. Blue, you're right. Lauren is right. Van Helsing is right. Aw, Steve, hearts and love. How are you doing? Are you feeling some Demon Slayer withdrawals? Is this like too long for you to wait? Nice! That's awesome, Fluffy Queen. It says blue on the wiki. Thank you, Konami. And hello. I think I'm going to go with B41. B41, and then darker tone is B45. William Carr, thank you for the follow. So, B41, and then we're going to go into B45. Oh, okay. You know, I've probably just been around Copic markers for so long that I would have sworn they had no smell. But you're right, they do have a smell. Aw, so much love to you, Steve. Oh God, please help me to get her eyeballs in the right place. The most stressful thing ever. I think I have drawn Lois before. Definitely as a commission, though. I've never drawn her as a cover or anything. Copics smell like money? How? Okay, I feel like Zatanna has sort of a standard... Zatanna has kind of a standard red lip, and that's just how she rolls. So I'm gonna have to do the red lip. Ah, William Carr, thank you. I do have a 25% off your order for website email list subscribers. So you can see that on the subscribe tab on my website. And then if you are in the US, on dawnmctague.com, right here below me, anything over $50 purchase or $50 plus, you get free shipping. So there is that. Cesara and William, thank you both so much. Okay, that's enough for now. I'm going to put a little bit more of a darker shadow from her lashes. Like so. And let's see about cool gray. Oh, she's got a little bit of like a purple shadow on there. I can get away with purple. Oh, that makes me happy. I didn't want to do silver, charcoaly kind of color eyeshadow. I feel it doesn't work pretty much ever. Not international free shipping. But we are looking into ways to make international shipping cheaper, both on davinicashop.com and on my website. If you live in North America, though, you will get, well, US and Canada, I have free shipping. It is possible to spend less. I have some prints on sale that are like $10. Oh, thank you, Steve. All right, so we're going to go with a little bit more purple. I feel that I have been release to do that. But for now, let's do her Glossy Red Lips. Boop, boop. And I think I want to go to the pink undertones. So we're going to start with R83. R83, if I can locate it. Here we go. Lip time. So I'm gonna do a underpaint. This is not gonna be the red color, but I'm gonna do a pink undertone because I'd like her to have a little bit more of a cool toned red, as opposed to a more fiery orange colored red. I'm gonna go for the cooler, more into the pinky reds. And I'm gonna leave some of this untouched for now, and that's the shine on her lip. Like so. All right, now we're gonna go into the reds. Yeah, that's a big commitment, Justin. Oh, yay, Lauren. Thank you. Michael Moras, thank you so much for your order on davinicashop.com. So grateful. If you're here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Kissable pink. Yeah, it's a fun color. R46 and R50. No? Where's Garnet? R39, there we go. Okay, so this particular paper that I'm using, oh wait, someone asked me about paper and I kind of gave a how much are you willing to spend and then didn't say anything else. Fast Smitty, thank you for the follow. Okay, if you're still here, Shazara, am I pronouncing your name correctly? All right, so when it comes to paper, I think personally, watercolor paper is really great for mixed media. I prefer smoother paper in general. So I like hot pressed watercolor paper. It makes it so you can do a lot more detail, and it's a little harder to straight up watercolor on, but it works much better for everything else. So I use Arches hot pressed, but there are many brands of hot press. You just want the smoother paper, and for mixed media, use watercolor paper. Raging Fat Goose, Wolf Mother, Ken Pachis. Hello everyone. Dies, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Dies, please feel free to post your links. I know I'm already following you. What were you working on today? So I've left a few spots unfinished. Here, we're gonna zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing. Siamak, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream today. All right, I'm going back to R83, which was that pink tone, and I'm gonna blend out the edges of the red so that it kind of mixes into the rest of her skin nicely. I'm going to add a little bit more strong red into some of these edges and corners. And then I'm going to go to a darker, almost more reddish, more wineish tone called Garnet to get even more depth on her lips. All right, R39, Garnet. Thank you, Zane. I'm glad you think so. All right, I'm going to get some more shadow tones in there. And I have to be careful because the one thing with at least this brand of watercolor paper that I'm using, which honestly I'm not even sure what it's called, it's just a different type of paper. It's still 100% cotton. You know, it checks all the boxes of what I'm looking for in a cold press watercolor paper. However, the way it handles water, I guess the way the fibers are or whatever, it's slightly different. So things tend to spread more on this paper than it does on my arches. So that just took a little bit of a learning curve for me one of the last times I painted on this paper. So whatever paper you end up getting, proceed with caution the first few times you use it because you never know what's going on until you try. Have some adulting to take care of. Kenpachi, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful evening. There we go. Yeah, do some testing. I also do little test cards because all of my papers, I have to cut them to comic book size. So I have all these little like strips of paper. So this is where I test colors to see how they look. If I like them in conjunction with one another, I use all the cutoffs. So it's really handy for testing stuff. All right, now we'll do the eyeshadow and then I will get a raid started. We can go share some love and hellos with another live streamer, see who's around. I would like to try maybe starting with a little bit of like a pink undertone. Here we go. Yeah, let's try R81 just to get the party started on her eyes. And I'm not worried about coloring over that little piece and strand of her hair because her hair is black, so it's going to cover wherever I went over the line, which makes life easier, less concerning. So I know this is kind of an intense pink, but it's just an undertone. I'm going to go over this and add more colors shortly. Well, what I do, Fluffy Queen, is I buy I work in 11 by 17 for comic books. So the closest I could find was if I buy the 18 by 24 Arches paper and I cut it in half and then there's just those little slivers that I need. Which really works for me. And it was much cheaper than trying to find something that's a little bit more similar in size. Whoa! We got another raid. Michael, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream, Skullbash Hero. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, you guys. Michael, I know I'm already following you, but Please post your links so that everyone else here can. Let us know what you were working on, how life is going. Post your Instagram, whatever work you want us to see. And everybody go give Michael de Nicola a follow on Twitch too. I'm just blending out that pink that I placed right along her lower lash line. Aw, thank you, Michael. Yeah, I had a little bit of a bleach situation. Intentional bleaching, but yes, quite a bit more than last time you saw me probably. All right. So now I'm going to use E70 and E71. They're kind of you can see they're like a little bit of a purplish gray. Just compared to everything else. They're kind of off on their own over here. And that's just because of their tone. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Layla. Layla K, or is it Laylac? Welcome. You're an intern at Zenescope. That is so cool. It's great to have you here. Okay, we're going to start bringing in that smoky eye. And really the shadows in her eye and showing a lot of lid is what's going to help make it clear that she's looking down like that. Thank you, Michael. Are you doing well? I'm curious, what were you working on today? Yes, Zenescope is a comic book publisher that I've been working for/with since 2012. So, you know, this is 10-year anniversary with Zenescope. By summertime this year is when my first work for Zenescope came out. So that was like San Diego 2012. Was first published work for Zenescope. I started working for them. I'd need to go check paperwork, but sometime at the beginning of this year, or more like mid this year. So yeah, crazy times. Laylac. Okay. Real name is Casey. Zenescope is actually trying to do some more Twitch stuff in the future. That's awesome. Doing okay, practicing a more manga style. Ooh, nice, Michael. Are you enjoying it? Oh yeah, happiness. We're getting ourselves some Smokey Eye. I'm going to need to put more shadow over here, though, because her nose would be casting quite a bit more shadow on this side of the eye. And I'm going to get a little bit more shadow with E70 into just right there, a little bit under her nose and under her lip. As Copic marker dries, it's sort of similar to watercolor in that it dries a little bit paler. Not as extreme as watercolor, but, you know, more or less. Just realized that Futurama may be to blame for a lot of my me. That's awesome, Justin. All right. Well, you know, didn't get as far as I was hoping today, but I'm still pretty happy with the progress. At least no giant failures happened. And that's always good. Yes, 10 minutes to mac and cheese. So I think it's time for me to start setting up a raid. Bedtime for me. Oh, yay. So much love to you, Shazara. Thank you so much for joining in today. Yes, I'm ending my live stream soon. I am going to get a raid started right now. We'll pay it forward, share the love. You have 10 minutes more to spare. Okay, awesome. Have a good night, Jeff. All right, I'm gonna go take a look and see who all is live today and who we can attack with love. Oh, and one last reminder to everybody while I'm looking to see who we should raid. Definitely keep in mind that the Davinica sale at davinicashop.com is live until Sunday night. So bear that in mind. It was great to work along with you too, Fluffy Queen, and great to work with all of you guys who are here drawing and hanging out with me. It's great. I love hanging out with you while we're all drawing. It's so awesome. All right. Who shall we raid? Jubilina is on. And also you were here. That's right. I don't know that I've rated Jubilina in a really long time. Or have we recently? Manaless, let's see. Good night, Mr. E. Good night, Brandy. Love you so much. Thank you so much for coming to say hi. Please don't feel the need to respond to my email. I just wanted you to know that I was grateful. See you later, Steve. Thank you, Punker. Shazara, bye. All right, I need to go raid somebody before everybody leaves. Let's see, Manaless is working on some borders. Oh, but the art is just so cute. Yeah. I want to raid Manaless. Okay, I'm going to just copy her name. All right, we're going to get a raid going. Raid Manaless. All right, I'm getting the raid started. This channel has followers, subscriber only. Oh well, we can all just subscribe. All right, let's go raid. Love you all. See you next time. Thank you for supporting the Davinica sale. I'll see you on Friday. All right, catch you later. Bye.